Welcome to the Newsome MMA Podcast, partnered with Heavy Duty Fight Management. I'm your host Kieran, and tonight I'm joined by Cage Warriors Featherweight champion Dean Trueman, ahead of his fight at Cage Warriors 106 with Søren Bak on June 29th. Dean, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, pal. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me tonight.
No problem.
Dean, we know this fight was obviously meant to happen earlier this month at Cage Warriors 103. It didn't happen because you had to part due to an unfortunate injury. Is that all healed now, and how's prep going for the fight?
Yeah, I spoke to a specialist a week or so ago, and they gave me some rehab to do, and said within a week or so it'll be back to normal. So all systems are go, I suppose.
Coming into this fight, is there a different mentality now that you've got the belt and that you're a defending champion rather than someone that's making a push for a title shot?
Yeah, I think there's a bit more riding on it now. Losing the belt, I think once you've got the belt, it's harder to defend the belt, and I think you're the champion once you defend it. In my eyes, you're more legit. You know what I mean?
Are you finding that the camps maybe change as well for this? Is the things that you're doing for this camp rather than you did for other camps on the way to getting the title shot?
Not really. I suppose nothing really changes as opposed to my cardio and my things like that. But maybe a few technical things will change, like stuff that Bak does that I need to the counter or whatever. Whereas Aiden Lee will have done something different, so I'd have trained specifically for his style, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense, mate. So you touched on Søren there just by name. This is only Søren's second fight at featherweight. To unify the belts, he's obviously the interim champion.
Yeah.
He's got a strong wrestling style. He's on a five fight win streak as well. Where do you think his vulnerabilities are, though?
His top game. His bottom game. I think when I'm on top of somebody, my pressure and the way I hold people down and beat them up, I think I'll beat him there. And his stand-up, mine's levels ahead of his.
Obviously, you had a few choice words to him after his last fight as well.
Yeah.
What did you make of that performance?
Not taking anything away from the guy he fought. I think the weight cut, personally, I think it killed him. It killed his cardio, it killed his strength. I think it takes a lot away from him. I think it takes more away from him than what it gains him. People think I'm going to go down a weight class and be big and strong in that weight class. And I think it worked opposite for Søren. Yeah.
Do you think, with this only being his second fight at 145 pounds,
how
big obviously you've got more experience in that in fighting at 145. How big a factor is that in this fight?
I think it's a massive factor. I think, like say, I can go all my fighting career, my professional career, I've fought at featherweight, other than the Arnold Carrera fight, which was lightweight. But I can make 145 quite easily, and I can rehydrate well. And I know that going into the fight, all my cardio and my strength back. For me, it's just another day in the office making 145. Whereas for him, it's a big part of his training camp.
Yeah. And we saw him posting a couple of updates during his fight camp for his last fight of going the weight cut. What did you make of that? Did you look into that at all? Did you see how he was looking in that weight cut?
No, to be honest, right, I don't follow any of my opponents. I don't check up on them. I'm not interested in what they're doing. I'm only interested in what I'm doing, making sure that I'm doing everything I need to do to win the fight. What he's doing for what he's doing. I mean, he started following me on Instagram and all that, him and his coaches. I find it weird.
Yeah, it does seem a bit strange that they've now just started following you in the build-up to this fight. I just want to touch on the fact that he's actually moved down as well. He vacated his lightweight belt to come down to featherweight.
Yeah.
I spoke to Jack Grant last week, and Jack had a theory about why he's made that jump. But why do you personally think he's gone down to featherweight?
I don't know. I think he's had a few steady fights at lightweight and made easy work of them. And then he's fought real lightweights and struggled a little bit. I think Jack Grant's a big lightweight. I don't think he fancied that fight. And I also think he thought going to featherweight, being the double champ, will get me in the UFC. I think that's what he thinks.
You sort of touched on the same point that Jack did there. Jack even went as far to call him a coward for dodging him. He actually using the word dodging as well.
Yeah.
Do you think he's also made this jump while underestimating you, thinking that you might be maybe an easier opponent than someone in the lightweight division?
Yeah, I think 100%. I think everyone I fight thinks I'm an easy fight. I think Søren thought I'll go down to featherweight and he'll beat me. He thinks he'll come down and beat me easily. After his last performance, he's in for a big shock. But at this level, you can't be dodging people. You know what I mean? You can't dodge people.
So last year you had an absolute stellar year. Obviously, we spoke at Cage Warriors 92 where you beat Kieran Cobley. You then went on to the featherweight tournament where you beat Aidan Lee in the final by third round stoppage.
Yeah.
When you've got that sort of momentum coming behind you as well, getting back into the fights, what's that like?
It's great. Momentum's always good. That's why I didn't want to wait too long to defend the belt. So I want to get straight back on the saddle and defend it. But it's confidence as well. I had 3 fights last year. 2 of them, all of them went 3 rounds. So in the cage, it's experience in the bank. Cage time,
I've seen a lot of people as well on social media. They always seem to underestimate you. Is that something that you prefer to have, to be underestimated, or is it a case of you now want to make a statement in your fights? Don't be overlooking me.
To be honest, I think last year I made statements in my fights. The way I beat Corin, the way I beat Monnet, just dominated him in every position. And the way I finished Aidan, I think every fight was a statement. It's like, listen, don't sleep on my jits. I'll rubber guard you up, elbow your head off. But I think, like you say, people do underestimate me. I don't know why. Not bothered really, but for me, if people underestimate me, whatever. Because I don't underestimate anyone in our fight. I train as hard for every fight I have, and then I just go in and do my thing. If they underestimate me, more fool them.
We need to talk about this card as well. The fight's taking place on Cage Warriors 106, the Night of Champions it's been billed as. Obviously, It's a stacked card. We've got Jack Grant versus Jai Herbert, yourself versus Søren, and you've just announced today we've got Nicholas Dolby versus Ross Houston at welterweight. What's it like for you fighting on undoubtedly probably Cage Warriors' biggest card ever, at one of the most prestigious venues in the UK, at Hammersmith Apollo?
I mean, to be fair, last year, every show I fought on was sort of the biggest show Cage Warriors had done up to date, if you know what I mean. They did the Saturday, when I fought Corin Eaton was the Super Saturday, and then the Birmingham was this tournament, and then Cage Warriors 100 when I won the belt. So it was all pretty landmark shows. But yeah, this one will be a good one. This one will be one for the history books.
When you're fighting on such a grand scale, does that come with any sort of expectation, any pressure?
Not really. Because at the end of the day, I've still got to go in there and win, no matter whether it's on prelims, the undercard, the main card. The size of the show and the name of the show, I mean, it's great, motivation more than anything. I want to put on a big show, but it don't add no pressure to me.
Yeah, well, hopefully we're going to see a fantastic fight between yourself and Søren. Without giving too much away, how do you see this fight going down?
Similar to his last fight against that Morgan, I see him coming forward with wild punches and getting counted for it, starting to shoot for the takedown and just being stuffed and gassing. I see it going similar to the Aidan Lee fight. 3rd round, he'll be tired and I'll TKO him. Okay, man.
Before we wrap it up, do you want to, if there's any sponsors you want to give a shout out to as well?
Yeah, always. I will apologise if I forget anybody. So I'd like to thank all my sponsors: Capital Civils, Precision Flow Screed, Advanced Roofing, Cash Monkey, Upper and Mouth Guards, Sub Guards, Primal Core Nutrition, Advanced Health and Safety Training, Booster Fight Gear, and if I forgot anybody, I apologise. And I want to thank all my training partners, my coaches, for all the help and work they put into me. My missus for helping me cook healthy meals, because otherwise I'd be living on McDonald's and pizza. Yeah, everyone that comes to watch me, buys tickets, the support's always amazing. So I'm looking forward to taking a big crowd down to London as well.
All right, Dean, thank you for taking the time to talk to me. I wish you all the best for your camp.
Anytime.
Hopefully we'll catch up after the show.
Yeah.